Welcome to stage 1 of bridge construction here on the Jumbo Reroute. We started earlier this week working on the abutment site, which is basically the base on which we'll build the bridge on either side of this creek right here. We started out by digging on both sides of the bridge till we found like essentially bedrock or like very, very hard solid ground. And then today's work was piling on gravel and rock we found from the river to like make sure both sides are level, and then once we have 2 level abutments, we'll start making a place to put the sills on top.
Hello, welcome to phase 2 of the Paris Creek Bridge project. For this phase, we are getting ready to fly in the materials needed to finish constructing the abutments, creating a foundation for the bridge to sit on. A couple of the key pieces we have for that is here we have our mud sills and backing planks. These are the part of the bridge that contacts the ground and that the stringers, deck, and everything else sits on. We also try to take advantage of or maximize our fly days. So we send more than just what we need for the phase. So we also have our deck boards, we have a load of rail posts back here, and our railings. When we pack a load, we take extra care to make sure we pack everything tight so each individual piece cannot shift while in flight, and ensuring the safety of the pilot and the crew both operating on the ground down here at where we're sending from and up at the landing zone. Hello! For phase 3 of the Paris Creek Bridge project, we need to fly in our stringers. These are what the bridge deck, or these are what supports the bridge deck. So once the abutment is built, we rig these up to a helicopter, they lift them into place, and then as they land on each sill, we anchor them down and fly in the next one.
So next step in the bridge construction would be filling in the graves. We started out with a level grave. We put in some geotextile cloth and we cut it 20 feet long, some geo cell, packed it with the gravel that was flown in, wrapped it with the other end of the cloth, made sure everything was level, and put in a wood block. Once everything was compacted and level, we were ready for the girders to be flown in. 3 girders, starting with one end, temporary bolt so that we could work on the middle and then the end, and making sure everything is evenly spaced, and then we are ready to assemble the bridge parts.
Now that the girders are on the ground, we are in the assembly phase of the bridge building. So we start with the diaphragms, which are like blocking the go in between the girders. The diaphragms help unify each girder into one structure, and they add vertical stability. After the diaphragms are installed, we begin simultaneously installing the post rail, or the rail posts, and the backer boards, which cover the ends of the girders and allow us to pile in dirt and other fill material so that we can build ramps on and off the bridge. Once the backer boards and the rail posts are up, then we add railing and the decking, which is the final step. And once the decking is nailed in, we have a bridge. With this bridge, because it's so late in the season, we will be finishing the ramps in the spring next year.